Okay, so now we made our Easter brunch. Time for a little sweet treat.
This year, set your table with picture-perfect and delicious desserts.
We have Anna Helm-Baxter here this morning. She's the senior food editor at Women's Day magazine. Anna, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks
We
for
have a
having
lot
me.
to squeeze in. Everything looks amazing.
Okay, let's move down.
Shall we start with this tart?
Yeah, so
Come on this side of you.
I love desserts that are beautiful enough to double up as a centerpiece, right? So this is our Easter egg cookie tart.
Cute.
This is pre-baked cookie that's been cut into an egg shape. If you
Sugar cookie?
Yeah, sugar cookie, of course. You can store-bought, make your favorite recipe if you want to just spread that on there.
Is it just, what is it? Just ice?
This is a cream cheese frosting.
cream cheese
4
frosting.
ingredients.
All
And
right.
you just spread this on, and then this is just something, it's so basic, but it's just really brilliant because
Okay.
you've got all these vibrant colors with the fruit, right?
It's gorgeous.
And one fun little trick here is
Yes.
I've taken mango and I've peeled little ribbons. This just
I was
going to
ask you, how do you do that? How do you make it?
Yeah, you just peel it. Just peel it. You don't want a mango that's really too ripe, and then you can just make these nice little fun curls and stick them on there. And add
The
a nice little
presentation
dimension.
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's something that looks like you have to be super artistic to do. And then I also love to just put this on the kids' table and have
was
them
about to say,
decorate it themselves.
It's cute. This is a winner, and this is something we can all do.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, go
okay,
ahead. All
right,
we're gonna make some chicks.
These are really cute chicks.
Thank you. They're adorable, right? They're
You're
gonna
waiting all
make
morning
everyone
for that
smile.
one.
One. All right.
You can get away with that.
Show me how to make these chicks.
Okay, so the best part about these is
Cool.
they're really only semi-homemade, right? So we're
Okay.
using store-bought donut holes.
Love this.
And then they're going to go into the white chocolate. I like to use 2 forks.
I
And
always
then,
wanted to be the one that you have to tell
okay,
me
you
what
go
to
ahead.
do.
Go on then.
This is really cool.
All right, off you go.
All right.
Okay, and then so the head is a half donut hole. And the little trick
Okay.
here is you want to go in cut side up.
Cut side up.
Because then you don't get crumbs in your chocolate. Because you
All
don't
right.
want crummy chocolate, right?
Yeah, no crummy chocolate. So what do I do with this guy
Okay,
now?
so then let's go to a swap out of.
Swap
oh,
out.
wait, these ones, yeah. Okay, so these ones where it's still a little tacky.
Still hold this?
Put this on the tray.
Oh, okay.
Tap it off.
Oh, tap
put
it
on the
off. Tap,
tray.
tap. Put it here. I'm really
Okay,
good at
there
this.
you go.
Look at that.
You're great. All right, so then we're gonna stick these little. I saw that.
Guess we're not using that again.
No, that's mine now.
All right.
So you roll it in that.
You roll it in the little yellow sprinkles, right, like that. And then we have our body. And then a fun trick here, if you can't get the head to stick on.
spaghetti?
Spaghetti, right?
So smart.
Because you don't want a toothpick. You don't want to bite into a toothpick.
Right.
Right? So this goes on. And then you
Oh, look
stick
at
the
that.
head on.
This is so cute.
Yeah, and then we got little sprinkles for the eyes and little orange candies for the nose.
I'm going to try to finish making this.
Okay,
Oh,
now.
wish me
This is
luck.
very cute. I mean, this is
Cute
like a
but classy,
festival of
right?
cute.
Cute
I
but
like
classy.
this.
Okay, so how are you with
Little
hot glue
carrots.
guns?
Well, I haven't tried one.
All right, so these are cute little Easter carrot candy crafts, right? Because the one better thing than a carrot is a carrot that's full of chocolate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is just a paper mache cone,
Right.
and we've got this orange twine. If you
Yeah.
can just help me out, just do a little line of hot glue,
All the way up to the top.
just a little bit. There you go. See, there you go. You're crafty.
And you just keep
And you just keep
wrapping.
going all the way to the bottom.
Right.
And so once you've got to the bottom, you have something that looks like this.
Right.
And this is green crepe paper. This is going to make our carrot tops. This again goes into the
Who's a
carrot.
great comedian? Sorry.
But this is more fun.
I've been saving that one all day.
This is edible. This is edible.
Thank you.
All right, and this is where you can get really personal and you can add your favorite candies. So we've got some jelly beans. They're going to go in. There you go. And then this not only makes a really great little centerpiece like there is here. We're going to tie these together. But it's also just, I like to add a little name tag and make it like a really fun place setting.
Great. And then decorating some cake.
Absolutely. So this is the showstopper centerpiece or cake.
Wow.
It's the sort of the proof that simple can also be eye-catching. And these are again egg sugar cookies that we're just gonna frost. And then
Oh, that's how
fill
you do
in.
it. Then you fill it
Yeah,
in.
super easy.
Oh, look at that.
And then once they're set, just use a little frosting, stick them to the sides of the cake. And of course, it's not Easter without a bunny
Oh,
family
little
on the top.
bunnies. Very nice.
Delicious. We're eating the props. Sorry.
And if you're going to go to the effort of making a cake, you should make a little charming DIY cake stand.
Very
This is
nice.
items that you have from home, speckled Jordan almonds,
That's
and a little
great.
vase.
Yeah, thank you
Anna,
so
you
much.
are the best.
Thanks for having me.
So you do a little weather while we eat.
Your head's going to explode. All this sugar.
I might dig in too.
He can't
It's
stop.
part of my diet right now.
Just in case, I'm going to move away.
All righty, we showed you the Easter dinner. Now it is time for dessert, and we're using all that leftover candy.
But no peeps for Meredith.
No.
Plus the perfect matzo ball soup for Passover, which begins tonight. Let's say hello to our celebrity chefs. We have Alejandro Ramos, Jocelyn Duck Adams, and Adam Richmond. Hey, guys. Hi. All right, so we're going to start. I think here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
With centerpieces that are also a dessert?
I know. I love things that can multitask in the kitchen,
Who
especially
doesn't?
when you're entertaining. So these are my flower pot brownies. You can put these right in the center of your table, and they look absolutely gorgeous. And plus, you can eat them later,
Well,
too.
what I love is that we're doubling up, but we're kind of tripling up because
I know,
you're
right?
using
Well,
them as
Alejandra
plates.
and I, of course, thought this together. So we had to create something special.
All right.
But you start with a flower pot, and then inside you have a little surprise. You can add like a gummy worm and something that you find. Yeah. But you add your brownie mix right into
So
the
that's
pot.
just out, straight out. It could be straight out of the box.
It could be straight out of the box, or if you got some time, it can be homemade. You want to pop that in the oven at 350.
Leave how much room? Like about an inch?
Yeah, so it'll bake up.
And you
totally
can put
fine.
these things in the oven?
Yep, stick them right in the oven, huh? There you go.
Okay.
And then you can stick that right in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. They come out perfectly like
Beautiful.
this. You can use some store-bought frosting, and you just want to frost this
Music
up.
to my
really-
ears,
Okay, I know.
store-bought,
You're
yeah.
like, easy. Okay, you got stuff to do. So as soon as you add that in, this is where the fun part comes in. You can get the kids involved.
Yes.
They will love this. You want to add a straw right to the center.
cute.
And then add a beautiful daisy or any flower you think. And
Pretty.
then a little name tag.
There it is.
Right?
That's for
How
you.
adorable is that, right?
That is adorable.
That one is for you.
Got my name on it.
I know. Hello.
Thank you.
There you go.
So cute. Okay, so Alejandra, let's move down to you. This is sorry, darling.
There you go.
We're having a little bit more flower pot
This is
fun
a
over
similar
here.
sort of thing.
Exactly, yes. So for this one, we're actually starting off with cupcakes. So again, if you want to use the box mix or you have your favorite recipe, make them frosting, store-bought, or your favorite recipe, whatever you want.
Okay.
Frost them quickly. Honestly, you can even buy frosted cupcakes if you're really that
Wow.
pressed for time or
Yeah.
just not ready to do all that baking. And then you do some toasted coconut. So you can.
This is fun for kids.
Yeah, so you can get regular coconut, put it on a stove top, and all you have to do, actually, I'm going to show you
can
an
buy it
even
like that,
easier
though,
little
too.
trick.
Oh, an
so
easier.
you just dip it. Check this out.
Sorry, I
Look
just
at that.
messed up the whole
No,
thing.
I know. No, how easy that
there
is
is
because
nothing
then
wrong.
it comes out all
Okay.
frosted.
That looks pretty.
And then put a little bit in the center just to act as our glue, and use these little eggs. These are so good. I know everybody loves these this time of year.
So it's like
adorable.
a nest.
Yeah, it's a little bird's nest. How
that's
cute is
adorable.
that? And then we've got another
Can
version
you
of
pop
this.
them in here?
Drop it right into your tiny little flower pot. You can use it as a centerpiece. So another version you can do is you take regular coconut, add a little bit of green food coloring to it as much as you want. Just stir it up, dye it up, and then once again, you want to dip it in there,
Yeah, that's a
kind of
good
collect it all. I mean, it's so simple, right?
Yes.
And then
pretty,
a
actually.
little bit of the frosting as our glue, and we
Meredith, is
put
it okay
our
with
little.
you?
Yeah.
Sorry, Meredith.
Is it okay with you?
I said I like the yellow. I like the
She
yellow.
likes the original.
I like the yellow.
You could also use little bunnies or whatever little candy you want. So.
You guys y'all are so cute. Great ideas. Okay, Adam.
Okay.
Matzo ball soup, please.
After you've
Passover,
left
baby.
the delicious flavors of chocolate and jelly bean, naturally you want garlic and chicken fat. So, matzo balls, and by the way, shout out to Matt for making the first Gentile challah I've ever seen. So, matzo balls usually range, tell me I'm wrong, people. The thing is, so matzo balls usually range from a consistency like anything from a squash ball, which is like what I love, so like that highlight hockey puck kind of consistency.
What do you want?
I prefer that.
light and moist?
Or some people like light and fluffy.
Yeah.
So we're going to do light and fluffy. So what we've done is separate our egg whites, whip
Wow,
them till they're nice
beautiful.
and stiff.
Yeah, those are-
And then we have our egg yolks. We'll just throw in a little bit of salt. Look, I'm salt bagel. Thank you. So we want to salt them up and mix them, then eventually combine the two. And what it's ultimately going to do is create a little bit of a more light and fluffy
like
kind
a
of protein
souffle. Oh,
okay.
structure. Exactly right. And then we'll slowly add in the matzo meal. Matzo meal, obviously, unleavened bread because my forebears had to leave Egypt very quickly to get in on the next sale at TJ Maxx. So you obviously want the matzo meal to
so
thicken.
hilarious.
I'll
So
be in
this
the
is-
Catskills all week.
So wait, that's this?
This is the ball.
That's this. Once the batter is formed, but you actually want to let it set.
Oh.
And you can use exactly
No,
because
it's
normally it
set,
gets
yeah.
quite sticky. You can use an ice cream scoop, so you don't have to oil your hands.
Oh,
You can
okay.
just oil your hands. If I may, you could just do one of these. Oil your hands
Yeah,
and
and
roll
make
it.
the ball.
Exactly right. And then you want to do is cook them for 20 minutes by themselves. Finish
a
them
very
off in
little
the
one.
soup.
We have to taste.
Exactly. Yes, please do.
Do they get bigger when you?
They do indeed,
Okay.
and you can also
Meredith.
use seltzer. You can use seltzer to even make them more light and
it good?
fluffy.
I'm gonna try the soup. I'm just
Get in here. It's Jewish
I know.
penicillin.
get in on this. I want
Y'all, to get these recipes, we all need them. Go to today.com/food.
Well, Easter Sunday is right around the corner, and this morning on Today Food, we are baking a tasty treat that all your peeps are sure to love.
Like that.
Cookbook author and foodie in New York blogger Valerie Lomas is here to show us how to make a pecan bundt cake. Perfect for any celebration, or pecan. The recipe is from her newest cookbook, Life is What You Bake It. Valerie, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so you're making this bundt cake. It's really flour.
Yes.
First of all, what kind do we use? And how, when we scoop it, sometimes we over scoop.
Exactly. So we're using all-purpose flour. And so the way that you scoop so that you get the right measurement and it's not too caked in there so you get a dense cake is you do what's called scoop and level. So I've just got
so light and fluffy.
It's like I'm back in home ec.
I know.
What happens if you use too much flour?
It'll be dense. So I'm just, using a straight edge to level it. I'm using an angled spatula, but you can use a butter knife even.
Okay.
So we need 3 cups of flour. You guys want to try one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and so I'm also going to add some salt and baking powder.
Okay.
Yeah, good. That's some good scooping.
Well, thank you.
And,
I'm a quick learner.
Right. And once we've got our 3 cups of flour and our dry ingredients, we'll just whisk them together so that it will help the cake come together more easily. So I've got some softened butter, and we're going to add 1.5 cups of brown sugar.
Okay.
So with brown sugar, it's like the opposite of the scoop and level. It's the pack it in.
As much as you can get in there.
Exactly. There you go. Yes.
Brown sugar I can do.
Yes,
We have oatmeal fans in my house.
Yes, so
right, good
pack
enough.
that in.
All right.
Perfect. You can go ahead and put that. Yes, give it a whisk.
You're so bossy, Al.
Trying to help.
Look, I love having help. Although with this cake, it's so simple.
Okay.
It comes together so easily. You don't need the whole fam to help, but it's nice.
Okay.
For Easter.
Boom.
So we're going to go ahead and get this going. We're going to cream our butter and sugar for about 4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know it's done? Like, what are you looking for?
Right, we're looking for light and fluffy.
Okay.
So while that's going, we can go ahead and add our eggs.
Okay.
So we're just going to add our eggs one at a time. And by adding them one at a time, what that's going to do is it's going to make it so we're not adding too much liquid all at once. And our batter just has a chance to
What's the
that
trick
liquid.
to adding the dry ingredients?
All at once.
Right. The trick is to turn off the mixer so it doesn't get everywhere. But yeah, so we can go ahead and we need to add the rest of our eggs, but we'll
slowly add
we'll pretend we got it because we don't want to run out of time.
We won't have any
batter down there.
Yes.
We won't have any left.
So we've got some toasted pecans. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to. Yes, I say I'm from Louisiana. I say pecans. And I'm just going to roughly chop them because I like when you bite into the cake, you have like a nice big bite. Exactly. And because they're toasted, you get that umami flavor that balances out the sweetness.
So what goes in this?
So we're adding our pecans. We've got our crushed pineapple. That's going to make this really moist. And I've got some golden raisins. Do you want to help me maybe?
Great mix there.
I'll start mixing this. And
yeah, you might need a little bit of elbow grease, but
so this is like this is a heavy batter.
Yeah,
I mean not heavy, but like thick.
It's a cousin to a pound cake.
Okay.
Are you going to grease the pan, Valerie?
Yes. Okay. With a bundt pan, you must
just get
grease
started.
and flour it.
Okay.
Right, and then bake it at 325, hour 15. Go ahead.
The moment of truth.
And you can cut a slice and give it. And how is it?
Well, I mean, hello. I can eat this
Delicious.
whole thing.
You know what I like this?
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not what I expected because there's so many different ingredients in it. It's a pecan bundt cake, but with everything else, it's a raisins. It's just. There's a lot going on here. It's great.
I love this review of yours, Tom.
It's just, it really surprised me. It's good.
Thank you so much.
You know what? It's so moist in the middle.
Can you put it in the refrigerator if you have, like, that's a big bundt cake?
It is, but because it's so moist, it'll be good for days.
All right.
Really?
Oh, man, this is
A cup of coffee.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Ice cream?
Be sure to check out her cookbook, and for these recipes and more, head to today.com/food. They'll be right back.
This is so good.
This is